Oh yeah.
Sardines. Wow, I can smell that from a distance. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, John Higgins from George Brown Chef School. I have the pleasure of being the director of the school.
John Higgins. You're not John Higgins. You are Chef John
I'm John Higgins, who loves to cook, and I love to come out to these events. I think this is a superb event organised by Keith Hoare. You know, the good thing about the event is raising money. All the money goes to students going to Spain, and you know, a student for me going to Spain can change someone's life. And I think the great thing about the event today is Keith rallies all the troops. People come out and you see a lot of happy faces. People from the community, the chef community, and the people here from Rexdale. So it's a great event, and you know, the theme is Spain. So I need to say a little bit of Spanish things happening here as well. You can see a little bit of taste of Spain. I'm very partial to Spanish foods. And when I think of Spain, the first thing I think of is the old sardines. So today we've done a sort of a Spanish themed dish that I've been sitting for about 20 minutes now. These are the end of the end. But we have a little bit of sardine grilled, a little bit of olive oil, Spanish olive oil, salt, some pepper, under a mezcla sauce, which is nice and flavorful, a little bit of Spanish sherry vinegar in there, some roasted peppers, a little bit of chickpeas, and a little bit of almost like a spicy vinaigrette on top. So keeping it simple. The most important thing is all about taste. The challenge sometimes, fish doesn't look as good and appealing, but you know something, I can tell you this tastes good.
It looks like something you can make at home. It seems very simple.
This is easy to do. And I think the simple thing about this as well is that the fish is cooked with the bone. And there's so much flavour with the fish and the bone compared to a fillet of fish. It's easier, and it's no more difficult to cook, it's just confidence. So if you're going to use the grill, you make sure the grill's nice and warm. The fish is at room temperature. You season it, you let it cook, you don't play with it. And at the end of the day, you have a successful piece of protein, and you have a smile like a big cat.
Great. What are people saying here about your dish?
People think it's great, and it's funny the amount of people have been to Portugal and to Spain. Memories of sardines, the smell is in the air. And I think that's all about food is about memories. And I think what we're trying to do here today is to give people the opportunity to think about memories. And this is, for me, it's just that memory. I've been in, first time I went to just south of Barcelona, to Malaga, Madrid, to Cordoba, and then also to Portugal, to Lisbon. So it's all about keeping it simple. But the most important thing today is participating to help students from Thistletown Collegiate go to Spain.
Excellent. Simple question, Chef. What inspired you to become a chef in the first place back in the day?
Okay, I wanted to become a chef at a big hotel called Gleneagles Hotel in Scotland. It was the big the hotel in the country, but I had a teacher who told me one day that he worked at Gleneagles Hotel and he worked at a Michelin star restaurant, and then he worked in Buckingham Palace, and he went to Canada and he went to the States, and I'd done that. That was me, the inspiration.
I heard an interesting story of yours about persistence and wanting to become a chef for the Queen. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I wrote to Buckingham Palace about 4 or 5 times looking for a job, and it was like sometimes I get an answer, sometimes I get nothing, and eventually they sent me a note to ask me to go to London for an interview at Buckingham Palace, and got a job at the Palace.
It's a nice gig to put on your resume.
I've danced with the Queen, I've met the Queen, I've met the royal family, I've stayed, my dress was Buckingham Palace, London SW1, so I've seen a lot and done a lot.
So what do you think her favourite food is when you were serving her?
I mean, it's still the same. I mean, they like duck and salmon. I mean, it's just good food, really good food. You know, Prince Charles gets a lot of flack in the press for what he does, and he was doing slow food before slow food became popular.
So let me ask you, if people want to pursue this, what simple advice would you give young people that are getting into this field? Getting high as you did.
Good question. You want to get into this field, very simple. Get a mentor. Go to some place, work with good people. Good people make things happen. And sometimes there's a lot of people out there that are just like wishy-washy. So if you work with a chef that he or she's got a good reputation, go to a good school like Thistletown, you're going to get the basics here. You come into George Brown, you learn. After George Brown, you go on. Your world is your oyster. We've got students from George Brown. I mean, some of the famous students in George Brown, Mark McEwen, Bonnie Stern. I mean, a lot of the chefs here are all George Brown grads. But the most important thing in George Brown, we teach the skills to get a job, and also we teach about real cooking, poaching, braising, roasting.
Wow, you can keep talking. I'm listening.
No, this is just good. I'm
hungry
just,
for knowledge.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, it's I cook because I want to cook. I'm never going to be rich. I mean, I'm okay, but it's, you know, it's just one of those things. I love what I do. I I just get passionate. I like seeing other people being successful, and that's what I'm here today for, is to help young people in the community here up in Rexdale to be successful, just to see something different. And I think that's the wonderful thing with Keith and the crew here, and his wife. You know, it takes two, and Keith is very fortunate. He's got a very passionate wife who supports his endeavours, and she was here first thing this morning. Hi, good morning, welcome you. And that's what hospitality is about. It's about welcoming people, saying, hi, how are you? What can I do for you? Not, you know, what you need to do. It's like, what can I do for you? There she is there. We're just talking to this young lady. We're just talking about you. First thing I came this morning, smiling face, happy person. This is what it's about. It's, you know, I was just saying about Keith. Keith is one person, but you need two people to make it happen. And you're the engine.
We couldn't do it without all of the people in the industry, though.
I know, but it's
the generosity of all the chefs here is just phenomenal. We're so grateful to you, chef, for coming out and cooking for the kids.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. So that's what I mean. That's what it's all about.
All right, more information on your college.
George Brown Chef School. Give me a call.